welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. Now I want to say again, as I always do at the start of all my videos, thanks for the support, it does mean a lot. Now it's the Premier League side today. Now I've done the exact same thing I did with the best of the rest, in terms of I made sure I made the first video I did on this side kind of idea. I want to see what the best possible team you can make at this current time was. I did it in the best in the world in terms of any player. My main rule is I need to keep it on 100 chem, right? I've got that video, by all means check it, it'll be linked at the end of this video for you, but this is the Premier League. So now, funny enough, there's only a few players that in this I can actually find that I've actually got my own Premier League team, because I do run a Premier League team. Now it's Petr Cech really is the only option, but really De Gea in goal is the best option. Now I've got Pep Guardiola as the manager now, because he's Man City, and Man City won the last Premier League. It's not because I think Pep Guardiola is the best manager in the league or anything like that. I just figured that has a bit of meaning to it. Now, as you can see, I've selected the best options I can for each player. Now, I know for a fact, as say, Salah does have a left wing, but I've used him as striker because there is a 91 Harry Kane, but I'm doing it in way of what would play best in game for you as well. So the rating does matter, so it's the highest rated you can get in the Premier League, but it's also the players, if they will actually play well in game for you. That's why I may have chose, let's say, this David Luiz. We're going to go into depth with him in just a second. I just want to make sure I clarify my decisions over, let's say, even Company. That Company you could have done. He's a higher rated, but when you compare them, look at that. Nah, David Luiz is a better centre-back, 100%, especially with a chem style. So that's why I've switched them anyway there. Switched them back. They go back. That's the reason why. And that's the reason why I could have picked a 90 rated Aubameyang and then put him up, and that means we could have had the right wing Salah. No, I think this is the best option. Now let's go, as we always do, start at the very beginning. Now he's the exact same in the video with best of the rest. A little spoiler, it's David De Gea. And goal is 3-star, which is, you know, same as Maradona. that still blows my mind. Maradona. He may have been a one-footed player, but come on, you're giving him the same things as like Schmeichel and David De Gea. Yeah, his card is endgame, but I would argue if you're not a pay-to-win account, or if you're not been lucky enough to pack this account, don't spend the million, whatever he costs currently, to get this card. Let's see if we can probably get him. Let's see how much he would cost. Look at that. Yeah, 900k. Probably when the time you're watching this video, probably 900k, because it is going down because it's already team of the season. 900k, no. Buy his regular card. It is just as, well, it's not as good, but it's like 99% of the way there. This is about 100% of the way there. Now we got Trenty Boy as a right. He's pretty good, but I'm going to vote, and I will say again, this is before team of the season, so I reckon there will be better. No, there's going to probably be a right mid. Maybe if it's given to us as voting again like last year, I'd probably Kyle Walker will get it, and his 92, 93 will be amazing. It will be better than this, but currently this is the best right back you can get. His work rates are high, medium, not the best for a right mid, unless you want to bomb him forward. 3-star weak foot, 3-star weak foot. Skill moves not the best either. His height is okay, but there is a crossing meta in this game, so any sort of defensive players that are lower than 6 foot, I would say there's an issue. Now David Luiz, I always want to say David De Gea, David Luiz, as I said it back, he was an SBC. Yeah, it's a very good card. Stamina is the only issue, but stamina and defense, stamina and balance, because I think he's 6'2". Am I right saying that? Yeah, 6'2". He's not the tallest, but he's above that 6 foot marker that we need for a good CDM. Yeah, 3-star's alright. Medium's a worry. Medium is a worry with this card because it is not the best work rates. You want a low-high, really. Low-high is what you want. Now, Van Dijkie boy. I've got his 91. Hopefully going to be 92 after the Champions League results into the semi-final. Fingers crossed Liverpool get through. And actually, funny enough, I've got an Aurier as right back in my team, so I'm fingers crossed Spurs can hold on against Man City. It's not because I support them over them. It's just I want my Aurier to get an upgrade to 89. But this Van Dijk I've got, this is the team of the season one, which I'm thinking is going for $1 million plus. Whoa, yeah, $1.5 million, $1.4 million, $1.3 million. Yeah, it's an awesome card. 3-star, 6'4". Work rates. I need to just check that. Was that low high? Medium again. They do hurt you with that. And then Andy Robertson, my Scottish brother. I was speaking to a guy on Twitch recently, and he was telling me how he's the Scottish captain. I don't even know that, because I don't follow Scottish football too much. Not even the Scottish national team. We're not that great. I really follow the England League. In any tournament, I support England. Because my other half of my family are English. It's not that I'm flip-flopping, it's just that I'm half English, half Scottish. I live in Scotland, so that's why my voice sounds a bit Scottish. Left foot, I rate that. High, it's better than medium-high, high-medium, which the other guy had, Trent. But it's still not the best. I would like a low-high, because I like my drop. It's your own personal preference, but I like my wing-backs to stay back while attacking, because you don't want to get countered too much. Now, we got our man Kante now. I did speak to him about in the best of the rest video. He, funny enough, wasn't in that squad, which of course you'll get a link to that video later if you haven't already seen it. It's 4-star, 2-star on the best, high medium, great. That work rate is fantastic. 5'6", he might as well be in Middle Earth fucking chasing rings, man. He's a hobbit. But what can you do? He's got hairy feet too. I've seen it. I'm joking. I don't know why I'm talking all rubbish about his hairy feet. I'm sure he's got perfectly fine feet. Now, physical's good. Defending's good except for heading. You'd be rubbish if you when the goalie thumps a ball up. If you got anybody on, even because of his team of your stats, I'm sure he wouldn't win any headers. But yeah, it's one of those things. Yeah, dribbling's really good. Yeah, this is a really end game card. My God, let's see how much he's worth though. I wouldn't spend more than 1.5 though. 1.8. There was a bid there. It's because he's a 96 rated. I don't think it's really because of the stats in the league. Now we're going to Alabama Yang next. He's always a good card. He's a bit high. Medium low. See, he was high low. Be perfect. Medium low. So annoying. 6'2", 4-star, 4-star. Great. Honestly, he's like really good. His balance is 76. He's got the same as Team of the Year Ronaldo. Or Team of the Season Year Ronaldo. My God. Long pass isn't great. This card would be better as a striker, but the only version as a striker is 90 rated. The only reason I'm putting in here is to keep him in the team. And 6'2", his crossing's alright. You would boost his passing, 100%. You boost his passing and dribbling. Those are the two things you boost, 100%. And he'd be an absolute beast for you. Now, Hazard, you left forward in this one, but of course you would convert him to a left mid. I've got his base rate 91. He's excellent. Now let's see how much of an upgrade this gets. Yeah, wow. Stamina's great. You're not really bothered about his physical, his strength. Now he is 4-star, 4-star, if memory serves me right. Yep, and high medium, perfect. 5'8", he's a bit smaller, but we make do with him. But because he's such a nimble player, he's got a 97 dribble, and he'll be coasting past players every day of the week. And on weekends. Shooting's a bit, actually alright, that's a very good card, very good card. Now, KDB, he also, little spoiler from last video, didn't actually make it into the main team from last one because we had the Peles, Ronaldos and Maradonas and likes. But this card is fantastic. This is probably if I was to pick one of these cards to say is the best Premier League card in the game currently, it's this one, 100% this one. Look at it, so good. And he's 5-star, isn't he? I know he's 5-star. 5-star, 4-star, high, oh. 5'11", he's not 5'8", he's not in that, he's 5'11", he's touching that 6 foot, which is alright. His balance, 84, you boost that. I don't know, would you boost that? What would you boost? You need to give him the full pace, so it has to be a Hunter, Catalyst, or Shadow. Now, if you're using him as a CDM, you're using him wrong, so you're not going to put a Shadow on him, so we've got what's the thing? If you boost a Catalyst or Hunter, it's going to do nothing for... It will do great for his pace, give him the max pace that we need him to have. But touching his shooting, touching his passing isn't going to be great. This card is just complete. Now, I want to see how much this card is. This is quite exciting. 2.2 mil? 1.9? 1.9? It's probably worth it. See, there's not much of a difference between these two in terms of cost. But this card's so much better. In terms of the value for money, what physical attributes he has and the way he plays in game. Now, of course, we've got the Mohamed Salah. Now, he's 3-star weak foot. That's why I've placed him on the right, okay? Now, yeah, he's got the pace for days. Finishing's alright. You don't want him taking penalties. I don't know why they've done him dirty like that. I don't know, did he miss lots of penalties last year when he was really getting his stats increased? Dribbling, fantastic. Stamina's good, strength is doable. What would you put on him? You want a little bit of pace on him, funny enough, because he's not in 99s yet. So you would put... Hawk, 100%. You want to boost that physical, you want to boost that shooting, and you want to boost that pace. Absolutely, and he would be a beast for you. But the only thing is, of course, let me look at it. High, medium, perfect. Left foot. Actually, I didn't realise he was left-footed. It's annoying now. It is a bit annoying now. You know what I'll do? I'm going to change the team a little bit. I'm going to switch these around. Because I want Aguero on his stronger foot on the outside of the goal, and I want Salah on his stronger foot on the outside of the goal. On the post, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what we've done. But now we've got a final card. This is the card I want. I want Aguero, man. Any version of Aguero, really. I've used him in draft. The only issue I have with him is 5'8", and he actually feels small in game. He's very similar to Michael Owen in that sense. He feels small. Now he's 4-star, 4-star. It's alright. That's really good, actually. High, medium, fantastic for a striker. And his base rate gold card has low stamina and it has low strength. That's the issue kind of with that. But then, of course, now with this upgrade, he's practically a team of the season card. He's so good. Look at him. He's so good. I don't know what card this is. I'm going to see if I can search for it. Is it a team of the season? No, it's the This is the card I wanted in the UCL upgrades, man. I would have died and gone to heaven if I got this, but instead I got 2 Pulisic. It was so bad. But yeah, this, and it's 1.5. That's probably worth, to be fair. Probably worth. But that's the main team if I would start. I'd be terrified if I came across a team like this. Look, it's 193. It's the sort of rating really high you can get it. Whereas the team you can get with, you had icons and the like, and then players from Calcier and La Liga, you could get on 197. And I'm going to be doing it, but I'm going to be very interested to see what the Serie A squad, what the max level that's going to be, as well as La Liga and the French league. See if it can beat 193. Because we've got a 197, which is the best of the rest. I don't think you can't beat that because I've used everybody from that to make that team. Whereas this team now, some honourable mentions, and by all means, we got Ericsson. I rate the card just because it's 5-star, weak foot, and high medium I like, and 5'11 I like. Now even his highest rated here, the highest rated card you can get from him, he's 99 stamina, perfect. 63 strength is a problem, as well as his pace is still on the kind of lower end. It's the light green, if you know what I mean. It's not the brown green like this, the dark green, the brown green. Have you heard of that colour called brown green? No, it's the dark green, and it's the more higher end that you want. So that's why he hasn't touched it, and he's 91 rated. He's all right, and he's right footed, which I like. But of course, he doesn't hold a torch to this man here. Look at him. Oh, look at that. Nowhere near De Bruyne. Now another one who I know has a body in game that is very good, and you know we have all these Man United babies who love him. I call them babies. I'm a massive Man United fan in terms of I like when they play well. I didn't like under Jose Mourinho. It was horrible. And I watched the Wolves game recently, and that was horrible too. So, but anyway, this man, 6'3", high low, perfect, 4-star, 5-star skill move. He deserves the skill moves. I reckon he deserves 5-star, man. I've seen he's good on his left, so I don't know. I think they've done him dirty there. They're probably trying to keep him based, and that, of course, his acceleration is actually pretty bad. Part of his pace, the acceleration part of his pace is pretty bad, and it's the wrong way round. Because when you do a Hunter, Catalyst, or Shadow, it boosts 15 by sprint speed, which get him to 99. Yeah, you need to give him one of those ones that gives him the force boost, but it's a shame that it's the other way around. It could have been the other way around, it would have been better. His balance, even for a high rated 92 rated card, 67. I don't get why they think tall guys don't have balance. I know it's probably to balance the game. It's funny enough, the stat balance in dribbling isn't about the player, it's about how they balance it in the game. But anyway, his defending, yeah, it's actually alright, doable. It's alright, it's okay. Now, we got Raheem the Dream. Now, this is his UCL card. Yeah, pace, you don't really need to touch it, but if you really want to get that 95 pace off, you just give one of those ones that give a half boost to it and then 2 others somewhere else. His strength is really bad, but his stamina is really good. His dribbling is really good. He's always had a low composure. And his finishing's 89. Yeah. I'll be putting on this someone that boosts his shooting and passing. That's the thing you would do with this card. But the issue with him is 3-star weak foot, 5'7". Now I had Justin Kluivert, not Patrick Kluivert, not my man, not my Newcastle legend. This is Patrick Kluivert, so his son. Justin Kluivert, so his son. He's 5'7", and he was left wing, not right wing, I'm afraid. He was left wing, and he had great stats. Not as good as these stats, obviously, but it was similar. Probably had better passing, funny enough. And he had 4-star, and it was very similar work rates. It might have been high, and he was awful. He just got bullied off the ball. He lost the ball, everything. He was terrible, man. Honestly, I just didn't like that type of player. Now, I know he's a 91 rated and he'd trump Salah, and it would mean I'll be able to put Salah's left mid in. But to be honest, I know I'm doing it based on how these guys would play in game. That's why I've picked the select 11. Okay. Now this card, 6'2", perfect, high, perfect, 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves a bit of a disrespect, I think. Pace is awful, man. Passing is awful. In comparison to these other players, of course. When I make these teams and I make these comparisons and I say someone's awful, I say someone's bad. No, if you're lucky enough to get this card, you're going to be happy with it. It's going to play well. It's just in comparison to everybody else. Now, his physicals are ideal. It's his pace and his passing. You put a catalyst on him, you would only get him up to like maybe mid-80s with them both, and it's still not good enough. That's why I wouldn't have this guy in the starting 11. Petr Cech, just for another option instead of David De Gea. But if you can get the 91 David De Gea, go 91 over David De Gea over this card. I've used this guy for 98 games. He's getting close to his 100. He's going to become a Centurion soon. Yeah, 3-star. He lets any goalie in this game lets shots in, man. It's part of the game, isn't it? Now, Sadio Mane, it's his player of the month. This month, funny enough, April. Oh, it was for March, but it got released. The card got released. It's in right now, funny enough. His card is very nice. Yep, I've spoken to it on another video. I could actually link that one as well. I'll link both the videos, the specific ones for Sadio Mane as well as the previous episode of this. where it was the best team in the whole game. Now, Alderweireld, he's a good card. It's just the pace isn't there. And I'm pretty sure he's small, and he's 6'1". He's the same size as Maldini, but he's not got the stats of Maldini, so there you go. Now, Sanchez as well, I don't know how good he's... There's an issue with his card. It's the wrong way about acceleration and sprint speed, which is always bad. And 3-star, and he's 5'7". My God, anything less than 5'8", trust me, I don't care how good the player is, he just doesn't hold on to the ball, no matter how much of his strength is as well. Like, he'll have a good strength, yeah, 77 strength. 5'7", he will get dunked on repeatedly and mercilessly by anyone he's against who's even taller than him, or even it doesn't have to be strong as him. He will dunk on them. Now, Sané's another good card. The issue with him, of course, is left foot. I'm not a fan of left-footed players, but you might like left-footed player. High medium's perfect. 6 foot's perfect. 3-star weak foot is not very good, and his stats, his long pass is not very good, and his strength could be higher. You thought I was going to say not very good again, but it could be higher. As well as his balance is actually relatively low for a card that has that sprint speed, 85. You really want someone with 99 sprint speed to have about 99 balance for it to actually be altogether. He runs at 99 pace because it all comes together. It's not like he will run at 99 pace if he has 99 stat. I think it has to all match up. It's all like a balance. All these. That's the thing about pace, shooting, passing, dribbling, defending, and physical. They balance out to make the player that is 90 rated here, the Sané. It's not like he will be someone who goes at 99 pace. No, he'll be someone that probably runs at in-game. If you were just timing him, he'll probably go at probably about a bit less than that because of this dribbling. It all balances out to make the player. Now, Company's another one. If you did his SBC, he would be an option for you instead of David. I wouldn't say, no, you're not taking out Van Dijk from this team. Van Dijk's too important, but David Luiz is an option. And I did want to give you options that weren't SBCs from yonks ago that you probably said, well, that's great. You put someone in I can never get. Well, I'm saying this card's a good card. He is perfect work rates, perfect height, perfect weak foot for us, centre-back. Stamina is a bit low, but as we said, doesn't really matter for centre-backs. And composure's alright, reaction's good. That balance is horrific. And I must admit, that's why you probably didn't make the team over David Luiz. Balance is horrendous. Now this card is an option, and if again, fingers crossed for my Aurier in this card, if it gets an upgrade, if Spurs go through in the Champions League against Man City to the semi-final, it will be getting up to 90, and then see if this gets to 90, it will actually trump what's his face, this guy. David Luiz for me personally, just because I think it'll be a better card overall. Because look, David Luiz kills him in every stat currently. But of course, if Spurs go through, they have to play Man City at the Etihad in the Champions League. If they win, if they just get a draw there, or if they even get a goal, and then Man City need to get 3 goals, you know what I mean? It's all going to be interesting. Now, another one as well, that if you did it or if you did not, this card's probably going to get an upgrade as well. Mkhitaryan. Actually, I didn't even show you this. The in-game stats for this guy. Yeah, and he's got better stamina. He may not jump as high, but if I remember, he's got good height. 6'2", he's alright height. Perfect work rates. 3-star weak foot. I haven't had any defender yet who's on less than 3-star weak foot, which I like. I appreciate that. But yeah, by all means, this is all subjective as well. You guys might say, I wouldn't have Mohamed Salah there. I would actually have Aubameyang there, and then Mohamed Salah as left back. It's all subjective. But the actual players, the body of players, these people, they may have different versions of cards that may have put different players in places. These are the top guys from the Premier League. Any notable omissions? I can't really think. I just added the whole concept thing, looked down the whole line. Nah, there wasn't really any notable missings. There's a couple of 89 players that pop in, their highest ratings version of 89. Now, left back is an issue one because I've chose Robertson because A, I'm Scottish and I support my national team. I don't know. I'm talking all other nonsense. I'm Scottish, so I would support Scotland if they were in anything, but they're not, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, I put him there because he's actually a card you can buy. What I would actually do, and to be honest, this card's better. Look at that. Well, actually, he's not really based on stats, but I think he plays better. He has a better player model and he's stronger. I would do that. But because this card's been and gone, and the Alonso's been and gone, the Alonso is a better card because it's had a couple upgrades, and it's probably going to get the upgrade if Chelsea go through in the Europa League. That's a better card, but then again, it's unattainable now. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you guys done it or if you didn't do it, that will decide whether you use that card or not. I'm just trying, and especially if you've got your fruit swap players and you're not saving up for the Costa or the base icon, get that 86 version Robertson for your left back if you have a Premier League team and you haven't got someone better than that. But yeah, that's the team though. Hope you enjoyed, and as I say, Any points I've made when I was talking about maybe Mohamed Salah's weak foot, it used to be 2-star weak foot last year, and that was horrendous. No matter how good this card was, he just was 2-star weak foot, and that's why I haven't added people in like David Silva. Like David Silva has an 83 rated card. It was that Centurion card. I mentioned Centurion for Perjek. It was the Centurion SBC for David Silva, which looks nice. It's just he has a 2-star weak foot. And him and Rivaldo can go in the bin for that, man. I'm not using those cards with 2-star weak foot. They are awful. And especially in game, you know they have to get on that foot so you can play someone with that team and you're like, yeah, I can beat him. Because I just make sure he doesn't get on his left. It's perfect though, but the main thing is, drop a like, drop a comment. I do appreciate any support you guys are giving to the videos. It is great. Write a comment, I will respond to you guys, I promise. And the main thing is, I hope you have a good day. And by all means, I'll be getting ready with the next team. I'm probably going to do, I don't know, I'll mix it up. I'll do Serie A, La Liga, French League. Maybe I might even do the worst team. That's something interesting. I'm thinking about it now. I might do something that's like what is the worst team? Have all the lowest rated cards and make a Kevin. It would just be funny. I don't know. I could probably buy that team, funny enough. But the main thing is, have a good day. And I appreciate all the love you've given me and anything like that. But the main thing is, I hope you enjoy. And the main thing is, I'm going to be watching the football pretty soon. So fingers crossed for all my teams. I'll see you guys. Peace.